what's up? My name is Aisha Vibes, and I've been making music since I can remember. Both of my parents musicians, so I kind of grew up with it, and I've been a TuneCore artist since 2018. Being an independent artist means a lot to me. It means freedom. It means that I can, basically do whatever I want. I was signed before, and I couldn't do whatever I want. I know it's different for every artist, but in my case, I really felt trapped and like I couldn't, make my own choices when it comes to my art. I played the trumpet for a while, I played the piano, and I never really was consistent with that, only with singing. And my dad used to tell me, yo, if you're not being consistent, like this job is not for you, So I think he was always a little worried, and till today, like he doesn't really understand what's going on. Like for him, it's insane and crazy when he watches my videos and knows that people know me now. But my mom was always very, very supportive and always told me like, you have to go for that. You have so much talent, and like one day you will make it. My mom is German. She's a beast on the drums and like every African instrument, which is crazy. And she's a choir leader actually. And my dad plays the steel drums. I feel like there was no way for me to get around music because it was always at the house. Like I woke up in the morning with steel drum sounds. And these sounds, if you hear a steel drum, that's like angels like singing to you, you know what I mean? I was definitely exposed to a lot of different cultures when growing up. I was also like the schools that I was going to, like I'm very lucky that I grew up in Heidelberg, Germany, because I know like from talking to friends of mine who grew up in different parts or in other parts of Germany, like they really did not have people around them who looked like them or who looked different than the typical German, faces. But like in Heidelberg, there was everything. We had so many different cultures there, like not only like the Americans from the army bases, but also so many like Turkish people, people from Morocco, people from really all over the place. And I'm very, very grateful for that because I know it could have went different growing up in Germany. I really took a lot of time to get out of Heidelberg. I had a lot of opportunities to move into bigger cities. I was always like, nah, I'm sticking to Heidelberg. Ooh, West Side, boy, boy. But then when I actually did move to Berlin, because of the freestyles of mine that went viral online and everybody was like, oh, you this crazy German rapper, and like, where are your songs? Where's your music? And I felt like I don't have the right people around me, in my small little Heidelberg. And I felt like even though in Berlin there's so many artists, because so many people told me, yeah, but if you go to Berlin, there's so many people who do the same thing and who want to become the same. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I don't care. I feel more comfortable being around people who want to do the same thing instead of, living in a small like village somewhere in Germany where nobody understands what you're trying to do. I had moments actually in my career where I was like, man, I wish it wouldn't have gone like zoom, but like rather like step by step, slow steps. Because if you go viral, then the numbers and the expectations are so high. Most of the time you can't, maintain that. And that was definitely very, very hard for me at some point to understand that, I just have to keep pushing and have to keep going. And there's a lot of artists. I have so many friends who are artists who really struggle with social media. Even if you don't like to speak into the camera or be active on social media every day, still do not hide your magic. Make sure that people know what you're capable of doing. Being picked to be one of the first artists of TuneCore's Creative House in Ibiza makes me feel so special. Putting all of these people together like in one house, expecting them to get along and not know like Jerry Springer shit like happening in the hallways or something. You know what I mean? That's very brave. Like here to TuneCore, that's very brave. I really have to say I'm the type of person, even if you're like a super dope artist who makes great music, if I don't fuck with you like, on a personal like level, I wouldn't be interested in making music with you. But like here, it's really, I fuck with every single person here. Like and would love to hang out with them in the studio even more. I think we will all connect after this as well, and fly out to different cities and meet up and go to the studio and work together, which is amazing because I think that would be one of the goals of like actually doing this here.